Seeker, what's up, Libra? I'm going to start with saying something that I think you need to hear right now whenever you're tuning into this, and that is your experience matters. Your joy, your well-being, whatever you're paying for, you want to get it not broken. Whatever you order, you want to get what you ordered. Whatever you were promised, you want to get what you were promised. If it's a two-way bargain kind of thing and you deliver and the other side doesn't deliver, they need to deliver. And if they don't, say something. Enough. You matter. Your experience matters. Your well-being matters. You're not their servant. They're not doing you a favor. You are a blessing. You are so professional, so meticulous, so beautiful, so everything. You go above and beyond. So you deserve the same, if not more, not less. Be clear about that. But first and foremost, be clear to yourself about that. And the way to be clear about that is not by saying it as a mantra or looking in the mirror and telling this to yourself. You can do that too. The way you show it is by holding people accountable, by speaking up. Leave that bad review. I know it's cringe, but think of the other service providers that went through such effort in doing a great job. They deserve that wonderful review. Why put them on the same line as someone else who is either lazy or disrespectful? It's also disrespectful to them in a way, vicariously, right? So keep that in mind. Actions. Let's start with runes and then we'll do animal spirit and then tarot. Okay. Manaz in the reverse. The guy's laying down, which looks like a sand clock. And ing, that doesn't have a reverse. Okay. MDING when it comes to the letters that come through here. I'm sitting on a kitty chair. Yeah, okay. Not my kiddos, but it's their chair. Okay. Passion fruit. Not sponsored, but I wish. I would sponsor you, my friends. I would sponsor you. Okay. I meant to say I would be sponsored by you. Interesting. Okay, Manaz in the reverse, the Gaz. So there's something that you've been a part of, represented here with Manaz. You've been a part of, could be a commitment, a group, or an alliance, an affiliation. You're no longer a part of it, or you've been considering for a long time to step away. Something about it doesn't feel right for you. It doesn't feel in alignment for you. It doesn't feel supportive of you. And this transformation, this change, this realization has been taking time. It's been a process, right? It's not something that you just yesterday was fine and then you woke up one day and like everything is different. This has been an ongoing, kind of death by a thousand cuts kind of thing. It's paper cuts, it's like one little thing. Okay, and another little thing, and another, and another, and another, and before you know it, it's just you barely recognize yourself. You barely recognize why you were there in the first place. And that vicariously, in a way, pushes you to find yourself, your root, um, your what, who, why, where. And I think you're about to reach a completion to this process where you come to terms with what needs to end and what needs to be made room to begin. Okay? Let's see what the animal spirit want to add. If you're watching this in October, oh, happy birthday, duh. Uh, but also happy Halloween. We're in the mood. Lizard. Leo had this lizard. Okay, maybe you want to watch Leo. One more. Or maybe this is related somehow to the Leo's reading. And Scorpio. Ooh. You're going very deep, Libra, deeper than you're used to. Um, this process has been very eye-opening. I'm hearing eyes opening. Okay. Um, and it stings. There's something about it that one of the reasons it took time is because, in a way, that place or that situation or people, they represented something very important to you. They represented an aspect of yourself. Maybe they represented what you believe in. So in a way, it's almost hard to separate the two. It's like when that breaks down, it kind of inevitably affects the other. It kind of stings on a personal level almost, and but also on like almost like a sense of self or a sense of definition of a self that is breaking down with it because you saw yourself as a part of it, right? So if that is now not what you thought it was, so what does that mean about you? Am I not what I thought I was? Maybe, I don't know. But this leads to a very deep journey of getting to know yourself and um, a recognition, a reevaluation, and with that, really meaningful, profound transformation. Um, and it's things the ego. I'm getting like you feel cheated or you feel ripped off or you feel played. Like there's something about it that makes you feel angry, angry because you feel used or you feel taken advantage, like you've been taken advantage of. Sorry. But you find yourself now. I'll pull more runes and more animal spirit in the sequel, and then I will also pull more tarot, of course. But for now, let's go into your reading. Picking up that something is coming to you in your dreams as well. Something or someone with messages where I'm getting you're listening better. You don't have your armors up, you don't have your ideas up. So the messages, the conversation, the meaning of the dream, etc., they they're better understood. They're better they're better translated for you. Like you're able to listen better. Um, so right now something is you're communicating in your dreams. This could be a person. You might be dreaming about someone, having conversations with them. sometimes realizations. Queen of Cups. Yeah, someone with a lot of intuition, depth, very broad emotional capacity to contain, to heal, to transform. Queen of Cups is fixed water, Scorpio underneath the Scorpion. So Scorpio energy is coming through very strongly. Maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio. Maybe it's someone with Scorpionic tendencies or energies, transformative, deep, um, unapologetic, truthful, intense, sensual. I'm hearing, I don't need to cast a spell. I am the spell. So this person is like, I am this. I'm not casting spells. I am the spell. Like they're not. This is not something. Okay. So what they want to say is that they're not imposing anything. It's just like natural occurrence and mutual dynamic that is coming through, and it's just their character and essence, but they're not forcing anything or care to force anything. They're just in their truth, and it draws, right? It lures, or maybe the lure is not the right word. Maybe appeal, or it connects, right? It connects, and so. But nothing can connect when there is no match, right? Where a piece of a puzzle cannot connect to a piece of a puzzle that isn't matching it. Um, an electric cable cannot connect to a socket that doesn't sustain it or isn't in the right shape. You're getting what I'm saying. So basically, it's magical, but it's not sorcery. It's not, there's no enforcement here, basically. Okay, so some of you needed to hear that. But I'm getting that that's what the person would like you to know. Um, they're not trying anything or imposing anything, and they also want you to know, like, that in a way, if you think that, you're just kind of avoiding accountability for your own feelings or your own desires or your own, you know, connection to them. That's interesting and important for those of you who needed to hear it. Okay. Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, the Hangman, and Ten of Swords. Okay. Whew. There's something that you're holding off from giving, from being generous with, because you feel like you need to examine it more. Um, what's the word? Examine it more. Like you want to make sure that you want to give it to this situation or to that person. You've been hurt a lot. Probably why I felt the need to start the reading with telling you that you matter. And you're probably going through this process where you're trying to be more cautious with your giving, with your generosity. Be careful not to fall to the other extreme, which is a very natural pendulum effect. When we are in one extreme, we tend to fall to the other extreme in order to, in this journey of finding balance and balancing the energies out. But as long as you're aware that you're now in the other extreme, and that's not your new status quo, right? But there's something here. So there's this person here, right? This Queen of Cups, who's there and they're giving. It's very different than what you're used to. They're just giving and they're just there. But something about it makes you feel threatened, and maybe it connects to the whole spell magical thing. Like, you're like, what is this power you have over me, right? Or where is this? Why do I want this? I'm not used to wanting this. Well, we change, we evolve, we discover ourselves, we discover aspects of ourselves we didn't know we had. Our type changes, our beliefs change, and sometimes they don't. It's okay. The important thing to note is that change is natural when it occurs. Um, and sometimes when we're afraid of it or don't understand it, we seek to cast blame because it's easier. Oh, it's because of you. It's because you're doing this to me. You're influencing. No one can influence you unless you want to, or unless it touches something that already exists in you that is maybe calling to be expressed and to be heard and to be known. And so you're having this person to reflect that to you in a way. Look within. Don't make it about what is someone else doing, what is someone else not doing, what are their agendas, what are their um, wants, expectations, why, whatever. If it was only them, you would not be affected by it, right? The fact that you're affected by it or even feel something similar or the same means that it's coming from you as well. Um, so try to, if you think there's fault to it, which I don't think, but if for some reason you think there's fault to it, then address it with yourself, right? And not with a scapegoat, in this case, this Queen of Cups. Um, don't perpetuate the hurt, right? Just as you wouldn't want that to happen to you. Um, I'm hearing, yes, this person is there, but wherever you're at and whatever you do, that's on you. That's you. Okay. It's really important because I see that some of you are running away from yourself by putting blame or accusations on someone else, and someone that is like, it's like they're a mirror, right? So you see yourself, but you don't know that you're seeing yourself. So you might get upset and you get upset with them. Um, but it only drifts you further from this journey that you're going through, which is a very positive journey, a little scary, but positive. Tell me more about this, please. King of Swords. This is coming through as you. Well, first of all, Cardinal Air is Libra, technically in the tarot. So that's the king. Um, but it doesn't matter if you're a male or female. You're really weighing your mind and your perspectives and what it is that is truly a part of your system that is in alignment with your spirit when it comes to belief or opinion or ideals or ideas, thoughts, etc. And what is it that is just a part of your per- perpetuated karma, right? Habitual thought patterns. Um, and those are starting to die off. And now you're starting, and now you're putting them all on everything on this measuring scale. This is truly what I believe. This was indoctrination. This is truly what I think. This is just what I'm used to that people around me think. And so on and so this is what I truly believe. This is what I used to believe. Like, there's a balancing act now, in order to find your true self. And there are also the scales in the Six of Pentacles. Now we have Two of Pentacles. Again, more weighing the options. Because it comes with decision making. It's not just something that is going to stay in your head. Because once you reach conclusions, it will demand decisions and maybe a movement or a change that is coming through here very strongly. And it's like, okay, what do I stand for? What do I want? What do I represent? And if, like, this is what the reading is showing, if it's different than how it's been so far, if you're stepping away from something you've been a part of, then that means maybe physical movements, maybe an actual move for some of you, maybe a change in job, location, affiliation. And you have the answer. You know what the truth is. You just have a lot of fears and buts and what ifs. But the truth is there. It's not really a dilemma. Show me more, please. Three of Swords. If you find yourself without someone that you felt very close to and was hoping it would work out, it's part of this transformation. It's part of this journey. You got to meet yourself where you're at, I'm hearing, and recognize what you have, what you don't have. And from there, you can work to make changes and achieve that which you want. But you're not going to do that by telling yourself you already have what you want or that you're fine. I know that that's like one method of manifestation. You want to watch my 13th element episode, The True Secrets of Manifestation. It's on my 13th element playlist. I think it was like the first 13th element or something. So scroll way back, but it's very in-depth understanding for manifestation. And the thing is, you're not going to manifest by lying to yourself. That's not the thing that is going to create the reality. The emotional, energetic aspect of it have to be there too. So if your heart is aching, but you're telling yourself you're happy, your heart is the thing that the only way out is in. And you've got to go into the injury or into the pain or into the current state of affairs in order to improve them. You got to acknowledge to yourself in a very clear, even harsh way where you're at. Not from a place of being hard on yourself or being mean to yourself, but from a place of you care enough about yourself to be honest with yourself, right? And being truthful with yourself so that you can form a plan. So I think you'll come to terms with something that you thought you had, you realize you don't, they're not there, this thing is not there, the situation is not true, whatever. Now what? And that will be your breakthrough. Once you recognize that and say, okay, now what? And start and go from there, that will be your breakthrough. Generally speaking, if you're a male and a certain age, or if you've taken the vaccine, go check your heart for heart palpitations potentially. I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying it's time for many of you. It's not something to, neglect. So just get your checkup, see where you stand, and go from there. Don't be, oh, nothing can ever happen to me. You're a human being on the face of the planet. You have karma. Wonderful things can happen. Not so wonderful things can happen. And you have free choice to be able to dodge bullets by being responsible. That's all I'm saying. Eight of Cups. There's something you'll be walking away from very soon. I think it's this Manaz in reverse, that it's been an ongoing process. Um, you may have also been in a situation where the other person was very possessive, very controlling, and unyielding. And they were controlling of you, and they were also holding you back with, well, what will you do without me? Or maybe you were dependent on them financially, or housing or something like that. You were dependent on them in some way, so they had this power over you. So you had to sacrifice yourself for other things, maybe for safety. But you're like, you're done. You're cutting through that, and you're like, it's not worth it. And you're walking away. You're moving away, and it hurts. It sucks, but it's a very meaningful, great um, completion of a journey, and it will help you really lift yourself up to a place where you get where you want to be. This has been holding you back. This has really have been holding you back. And there's a whole world out there, right, for you to be successful in, be it a relationship, be it a career, whatever it is that you're pursuing. Um, you get to pursue happiness. You get to pursue being important to yourself in your life, and you get to not apologize for it or feel like you have to apologize, because you don't. You give so much. You give so much, and then people who know that you need them in a way dishonor that by taking that for granted and taking advantage. That that is no longer a theme for you. You're beyond this now. So I'm going to pull more cards, more runes, and all the fun stuff, and make a sequel. Hope to see you there. If not, I'll survive. All good. Only if it really resonates with you and you want to dive deeper. Otherwise, you got what you needed to get. Stay magic, stay true. If you've lasted this far and you're new, subscribe. And I love you. Bye for now.